Buenos dias, Mazatlan. Hola, amigos, señores y señoritas, ladies and gentlemen, niños y niñas. Welcome to another edition, if you will, of our Beaches of Mazatlan tour. Today is an interesting day. It's a little bit after 11 in the morning. I made sure to check the tide charts today to see that the tide was going out. As you know from one of the last videos we did, the beach between Diego's and the Shekinah Beach Club, the tide was very high, and it's downright impossible to have a nice walk or any enjoyable stay on the beach when tide is high. But we hit it today when the tide's going out. We're starting where we left off the last episode, right here at the Ocean View Hotel and Resort. And we're going to head south through the Golden Zone, and hopefully we'll get down around Valentino's. I'm shooting a picture right now of another one of the drains I told you about in this series. Again, it rains heavily here in the wet season, and they have all of these drains that basically go up to the road because they have flooding problems in the streets in the Golden Zone when it rains. So, as I said in the other videos, and I'll remind you again, if you're going to the beach and you want to set up camp for the day or whatever, especially if it's in rainy season, don't set up near any of these drainage areas. Not only does it bring the rainwater down, but everything that washes off the roads, the chemicals, the oils, the toxic stuff. So you definitely don't want to be in that mess. But as we pan back around a little bit, we can see down the beach. It's a lovely day. Pretty good breeze blowing right now. A lot of people out. That's looking back towards the marina in Sabalo. We'll see Bird Island come into view here. Isla de los Pájaros. Right in front of us here is Isla Venados, or Deer Island. And then when we get past there, you'll see Wolf Island, Isla de Lobo. So, we'll start heading south here from the Ocean View. Take a look, see what we find. Another thing that you notice down in this area of the beach is the hotels have built up seawalls, not only with walls themselves, but with big huge boulders and rocks and whatever. A good indication that high tide here can be a problem. So another piece of advice for the beaches: check the tide charts before you come down to spend a lovely day at the beach. You really want to be here at low tide, or at least as the tide is going out. You don't want to be here at high tide. You will find very little room to set up and romp around and play. So it can be a hassle for you. But anyway, it's a beautiful day today. And like I said, the tide is going out. I think the low tide is right around noon. So we're, 35, 40 minutes away from being low. There's also, you'll find different beaches will have different low water marks and high water marks. My beach, I call it my beach. It's my favorite beach because it's 2 blocks from where I live. Playa Bonita, which is right by the Pueblo Bonito Hotel before you get to the marina. That beach at low tide, you have a good long wide stretch of beach at low tide. And even at high tide, you still have enough room to set up and have an afternoon of fun. It just makes it harder because it's all up, farther up on the beach, and it's in the really soft sand. So it's harder to walk, harder to run, do all that stuff. But you do have room. Now, as you get down this way, what I'm seeing is high tide really takes its toll in these areas. But right now, it's pretty nice. I'm going to rant one more time about trash because I look down here. This is not the beach where I walk and pick up trash. I do that at Playa Luna Bonita, 4 to 5 times a week. But I look here and I see Coca-Cola bottles. I see styrofoam cups. I see all sorts of paper and plastic. People, I just ask you, I saw a sign or a posting somewhere. It might have been on YouTube or something, where somebody had taken a picture of a sign and it says, animals do not leave trash in the parks and everywhere else. People do. And it said something to the effect of, please, when you come to our beach, act like an animal. So what I would say is, be sure when you come to the beach, bring trash bags with you so that anything that you pack down here, you can put in a trash bag and take it and dump it in the barrels. They have trash barrels at these beaches. As a matter of fact, they just put new ones in at Playa Luna Bonita. Now, they are the recycled barrels, kinda. So they have the different color ones. I understand that, and I wish that people were smart enough to do that. But we found this in the States as well, that people don't know which one to put things in. My thing is, put it in one of them. Don't worry about it. Pick up your trash, put it in a barrel. Take it off the beach. Don't let it sit down on the beach. And for those of you who walk your dogs or, whatever, pick up after your pets. It's the human thing to do. Or maybe I should say it's the animal thing to do. But, we've only got this one planet, people. And I hate to see this stuff sitting on the beach. And then even more so, I hate to see it get washed out into the ocean. Because now we're polluting an area that doesn't need any more pollution. So anyway, that's enough. Just take trash bags with you. And let's see what's going on around here. We're in the heart of the Golden Zone right now, people. So this is where a lot of the action happens during the tourist seasons. We are somewhat in between tourist seasons right now. As soon as the kids in Mexico get out of school, which will be any time in the next few weeks, they will be out of school, you will see a lot of Mexican tourists down here. And that will continue until we get to September. Obviously, September is when the schools get back in session, so everybody kind of has to deal with the school thing. But yeah, we're sort of getting to the beginning of the Mexican tourist season, and a lot of Mexicans like to vacation here in Mazatlan, especially coming from the inland areas, Culiacan and Durango and every place else. It's a nice beach getaway for them. So, be respectful, and everybody along, and hey, have great times at the beach. I think we've talked about the water temperatures here in Mazatlan before. I mentioned that in Southern Cal, same ocean, different temperature. The water is very cold in California. When you get down here, it to me feels almost like the Atlantic. Very warm, very comfortable. We're coming up to the Holiday Inn Resort, which is, you know, obviously another big tourist area. This whole area is full of tourist hotels and what have you. So, boy, this is a much easier walk when the tide's down, I tell you. The one video I did that I told you about from Diego's down to Shakina Beach Club, the new beach club there right by Conapesca. Boy, I thought I was going to get washed away. I had to jump up on rocks. Now it was particularly high, and pretty good sized waves going on. But today this is much nicer. Seeing a number of people out. Again, folks, pack your trash off the beach. Be kind. The world needs kindness right now. Shout out to Mexico. They just had their new elections yesterday, and it's interesting to me that they have their election on a Sunday, a weekend, when people don't have to take off of work. We can't figure that out in the States. We can't figure much out because there's too much bullshit, political fighting, power grabs. You know, it's fairly disgusting. One of the reasons that I'm down here, and I don't know when I'll go back. I mean, I have to go back once in a while, but I'd rather just stay out of the fray. But anyway, yeah, they had the election yesterday. Apparently, everything went okay yesterday. Haven't heard any silly stuff. Congratulations, they elected their first female president, Claudia Sheinbaum. I'm not sure. I believe she's affiliated with the same party of the past president, Obrador. Many people call them leftists. They are apparently liberal. We'll see, you know. But anyway, congratulations to the first female president. I wish that we would have done that a few years back in the States. I think the States would be in a whole lot better place right now. But it didn't happen. So you can't worry about those things. Well, we're getting down now to make a turn around this jetty as we pass the Holiday Inn and all of these big hotels. Now this stretch of beach, this looks like you could be okay at most of the high tides, and they've got palapas far enough back to where you can probably make it work. You can come down, you can rent a catamaran, you can do all sorts of things. It's a great day. Ba, ba, ba. Now we're getting more beach-like. As we turn around this corner, Valentino's comes in sight. So we just got a few more minutes left. As I said before, I'd like to keep these things in the 20-minute range maximum, because I find even myself, unless it's a topic that is really something I have to get into and it requires a lot of discussions, what have you, I prefer not spending 30 minutes or 40 minutes watching a video. And I can only imagine I would not want to listen to myself yap on for 30, 40 minutes. Even if I'm bringing you some good information. But this is getting to be nice here now. We're in the heart of the Golden Zone, headed towards Valentino's, which it looks like it's about another quarter of a mile or so down the beach. Whew. And we got that soft sand up here going on. So I'm going to run right back down towards the water here. A lot of people in this area. I think we are right now, if we look up here, you'll see Pancho's restaurant on the beach. Pancho's, good food. You know, it's not the cheapest. But it is really good food. There's one a block and a half or so from where I live, and I go down there occasionally, and I'll have a dinner or breakfast, and it's very nice, very comfortable. And they have a location right here on in the Golden Zone on the beach. A lot of folks down here. A lot of activity on the beach today. Now just imagine in another month or so, this place will be jammed. This place will be jammed and will stay that way at least on weekends for sure until we get to September. During the week it still will be busy, but the weekends get really busy and noisy, so be prepared. You know, if you're coming down, be prepared. I tell everybody, be prepared for noise wherever you are. Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, you know, whatever. Things are noisy in Mexico. There you see, coming into view, that little island, that's Wolf Island. And then if you move over, that's Deer Island, or Isla Granado, Isla Lobos. A lot of tables and umbrellas up today. You will also, as you're probably seeing as we move along here, you will have vendors walking up and down the beach selling everything, you know, from fruit cups to jewelry to water toys or whatever, you know, floats, whatever. Anything they can sell, they will bring it down here. So you will encounter that. All right, we're getting ready for a little parasail. Okay. Can make a movie star. Movie star. I take it to Hollywood. There's a young lady in the harness right now getting ready to do the parasailing routine. So we're going to watch her take off. Let's see where the boat is. There's the boat out there. Okay. Not that white fishing boat, but it's a speedboat that we saw. But we're gonna watch this. There we go. Get that thing filled. There we go. There we go. Sit back. Sit back. All right, success. Oh, now we got a problem. We got a fishing boat. Oh, thank God. Boy, that could have been an issue. Anyway, many people, and think today is a Monday, and we haven't really started vacation time yet. Now this beach has got room, and if you look, it appears that their high tide mark is, let's see, their high tide mark is probably just a little past here, so they've got some room up by the wall up there, so you've got some room where you can put some chairs and enjoy the beach. Probably a normal high tide would be somewhere in this area, you know, just a regular high tide. So you got a little bit of room, unlike, you know, where we were the other day. But anyway, this is nice. It's a nice day. It's a good day to be alive, people. Of course, I say that every day, because it beats the alternative. And as we move down a little closer to Valentino's, you see Valentino's right on that point. Looks like a little castle of sorts. Valentino's, my understanding is that a number of years ago, that was just the place to go. I mean, especially during disco days and all that stuff, it was happening. And then it sort of fell out of favor, went through a lot of changes, and I guess in the last few years they've reopened some areas of it. There's a couple good restaurants there, and you know, it's starting to be a pretty popular place again. So we're going to get around to Valentino's, and then we'll cut this one off. It's probably going to run a little over 20 minutes, but there's not much you can do about that, you know. We'll see. Maybe when I edit, I'll figure out some way to save a few minutes. Sand's pretty soft down here. I would say the consistency of the sand is, it's not like, say, the white sand beaches of like the Gulf Coast of Florida, which is, you know, really soft white. It is somewhere between that and what we find in most of the Southern California beaches, at least around the Los Angeles basin and in that area, which is more of a yellow, coarse sand. This is a little bit whiter, a little bit lighter, but it's decent. You can sit in it. You can, you know, you don't have too much in terms of rocks or anything to deal with, at least in the good areas of the beach. This area down here is a lot softer, though. I'm finding it harder to walk even now as the tide's going out. And you'll find restaurants everywhere. La Cantina. So if you need cervezas, I believe there are plenty of places to go get cervezas. You need tacos, plenty of places to go get tacos. As a matter of fact, in this area right here, you're going to find a number of great taquerias. I know San Pablo is down this way. And others, and San Pablo is one of my favorites. So we're going to get ready to call this one a day as we make our way over to Valentino's. If you see off sort of to the right of Valentino's and off in the distance, you'll see all of the radio towers. That is referred to as Icebox Hill, and just on the other side of that is El Centro, and the main old part of town. So down that way, we will also do a walk down Olas Altas Beach. We will do Los Peños. We will come back this way. Probably the next one will be Playa Norte, which will start basically at Valentino's and head towards downtown from there. But we will do at least 3 more of these beach walks in the main part of town, and then I will also try to get out to Cerritos and do Cerritos Beach, because a number of folks live out that way. But anyway, there's that fabulous hamburger restaurant with the big M. We are right now at the roundabout, basically, of where Cameron Sabalo runs into Rafael Buelna. So we are at the beginning of the Golden Zone coming from town. And as I said, you'll find plenty of places here for cervezas, for tacos, for burgers, for anything you need will be down here. You need to exchange money, there's money exchanges. Gas stations, everything you need. So I'm going to cut this one off right here. There's Valentino's. Let's take one look back as we pan back around. There's our young lady in the parasailing getup. She's having fun. As we look back down the beach where we walked, I just want to say thank you for hanging out with us at Buenos Dias Mazatlan. Hope you are catching some of our little restaurant videos. And again, I think I said in yesterday's one that's coming up soon, I'm not a food critic. I'm not trying to give you a Michelin review. I'm just trying to get with my co-host Alma, who is a native Mexican and local. She knows the local restaurants, so we want to take you to those restaurants, ones that maybe you don't know about because they are kind of local and they're in neighborhoods. So like I say, I'm not a food critic or anything else. I just want to tell you what I think of it when I go. And everyone that she's sent me to or taken me to, or one we've been to, has been really good and reasonably priced. So that's what I'm looking for, folks. Now we could always go to the tourist ones, but what fun is that? I want to find the little neighborhood ones where the normal people go and have sort of real Mexican food. Anyway, thank you for watching Buenos Dias Mazatlan. Thank you for coming along with this walk. Sorry it's taken us a little longer than I thought, but you know me, that's what I do. We'll see you next time. One last look at the islands, Venado, Lobo, and but anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Buenos Dias Mazatlan, and for today, Buenos Tardes Mazatlan. Bye now. Teddy signing off.